Now we're going to write each equation in the form x plus p all squared is equal to q, where p and q are both integers. Interesting. So I know we talked about yesterday completing the squared. The work from today is not going to be that much different from yesterday. So let's see. This is what we're going to do. What I want first, notice that I want x plus p all square. So I'm going to say, well, something about completing the square. Okay, so what I want is on the left side of the equal sign, let me have everything that has an x. Everything that doesn't have an x, I'm going to move it to the other side, so to the right side of the equal sign. So this minus 77, let me move it to the other side as a plus 77. And when I say the other side, remember I break my sides to the equal sign. Don't forget that on the 77, I switched the sign. It was minus and I switched it to plus. If it was plus, I would have switched it to minus. So don't forget I switched the sign. So on the left side, right now I have x squared plus 2x, and let me leave some space in there. And this is equal to 80, right? 3 plus 77, that's 80. Okay, so that's what I have right now. I'm really interested in completing the square. So I'm just looking at on the left side, I want to complete the square. My leading coefficient is a 1, so the number in front of x squared is a 1. That's good. If it wasn't 1, divide everything by that number. Okay, so what do I mean? If I had a 3 to begin with on the front, if I had a 3, divide everything by 3. Okay, now that I have this, okay, we're going to go the easy way. I'm going to look at my second number, plus 2. Okay, so I remember for completing the squared, I get the half of positive 2. In this case would be positive 1, right? The half of 2 is 1. Notice I included the sign. What is 1 square? Well, 1 squared is 1, right? So look, this is what I'm going to do. Let me go plus 1 on both sides. Why? Because whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I got to do it to the other side. So I do plus 1 on both sides. Now the left side, x squared plus 2x plus 1, this factors to x plus 1 all squared. And this is equal to, I'm going to call this 81, right? 80 plus 1, that's where I got the 81. So I have that x plus 1 squared is equal to 81. That's it. That's pretty much what I want. Notice how I have x plus something. I have x plus p, and then equals something else, in this case q. But remember how I said p and q are integers. Integer is basically a whole number. That's what it is, positive or negative. So on your homework, you're going to see something like there's a something squared, and there's a box in between. This is how you're going to see it on your homework. And this is equal to something else. So this is how the homework would look like. If this question, number 17, was my homework, inside the first box, I will write x plus 1 all together, no spaces, x plus 1. On my second box, I will write 81. And that's it. All right, let's take a look at number 18. So remember, let me separate my sides to the equal sign. This plus 72, let me move it over as a minus 72. Oops. I was already working ahead. So minus 72. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I have x squared plus 18x, let me leave some space there, equals negative 78, right? A negative 6 and a negative 72 gives me negative 78. My leading coefficient is a 1, so that's good. I look at my second number, 18, and I ask myself, what's the half of positive 18? In this case, positive 9. I'm even going to write it. The half of 18 is 9. Now, what is 9 squared? So what is 9 times 9? Well, 81. So let me add 81 on both sides. Interesting part is the trinomial on the left, x squared plus 18x plus 81. that factors to x plus 9 all squared. This is equal to negative 78 plus 81. Well, that's 3. So my answers on the first box, it will be x plus 9. And on my second box, 3. I'm completing my square. Let's take a look at another example, number 19. And I know my homework looks like something squared. Had to find the box inside, and this is equal to, and then there's another box. So this is how my homework looks like. So what I'm going to do, let me separate through the equal sign. On the left side, I just want everything that has an x. So this minus 2, let me move it over as a plus 2. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I have x squared plus 4x. Let me leave a space equals negative 3. Right, negative 5 plus 2, that gave me a negative 3. My leading coefficient, the number at the very front is 1. So I take a look at the second number, 4. And I ask myself, what's the half of 4? In this case, 2. So positive 2. I even write it with the sign. Now, what is 2 squared? So what is 2 times 2? I'm going to say 4. So let me add 4 to both sides. Interesting part is that my trinomial, x squared plus 4x plus 4, factors to x plus 2 squared. Completed the square. On the right side, negative 3 plus 4, that is 1. So my homework, my first box is x plus 2, and the second box is a positive 1. Lastly, let me take a look at number 20. I know my homework, it says like something squared, and there's a box inside, and this is equal to, and then there's another box. This is how my homework looks like. So what I'm going to do, let me separate them through the equal sign. This minus 82, let me move it to the other side as a plus 82. So I have x squared plus 12x, let me leave a space, equals 85, right? 3 plus 82, it's 85. Then I'm looking at the left side. My leading coefficient, it's a 1, so that's good. Then I ask myself, what's the half of 12? Let me even write this, plus 6. A half of 12 is 6. Well, what is 6 multiplied by 6? What's 6 multiplied by itself? Well, 6 times 6 is 36. So let me add 36 to both sides. The left side, x squared plus 12x plus 36, that factors as x plus 6 all squared. Right? I completed this square. On the right side, 85 plus 36, that happens to be 121. So my homework, my first box, I'm just going to type in x plus 6 all together, no spaces in between. And on the second box, I'm going to type in 121.